Yeah! Woo! Start that fucking show. Yo, fears, audience, fears, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing great. I hope you guys are doing fantastic, my friends. I really do. So, how art is thou? Fears is doing glorious in thy own kingdom. Healthy snack. Coffee first. Right here, look. But first, coffee. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Oh, yeah. All right, guys. Well, you know the drill. It's time for the Fears podcast. Lots of topics to talk about today. Lots of things going on. So, I think we just need to dig right in. Dig right in. Work was pretty good. We had about 37,000-ish around there. I'll be honest, I don't remember the exact amount, but it was 37-ish. Work was good. We had a great show at Mr. Lantern's last night. It was pretty badass. It was pretty awesome. It was pretty damn sweet. I was there. Larry was there. Banjo was there. And Lantern was there. I think Visions had to work. So, yeah. Anyway. So, today's topics are, we're reviewing 3 movies. I finally got around to watching Beneath, Planet of the Apes. It finally came in. And, I hate to say, Amazon, you're slacking. I open it up. It's cracked at the top. Look, I had to put tape across it. Tape there. It's cracked there. I had to put tape there, so I did fix it. And the disc was fine, but I don't know what the hell you guys did in the case. I bought this new, and it came cracked. Slacking. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, by the way, life matters. I just decided today, I was like, you know what? I haven't worn that shirt in a while. Let's do it. So we're going to be reviewing Beneath, Planet of the Apes. So you have the original, the remake, and then once I review Planet of the Apes, it's going to go right here. That's why I saved a little spot for it. So we're going to review this, and then we're going to review The Count of Monte Cristo. That's right. And then we're going to review Season 1. I finished Season 1 of Kung Fu. That's right. Not The Legend Continues. At least not yet. We've got 2 more seasons of this. So there's Kung Fu Seasons 1, 2, and 3. Once I get all those done, then I'm going to order Kung Fu, The Legend Continues. So we're going to review this, and then we're going to do the top 10 episodes from Season 1, and then I'm going to write down and tell you guys my vacation plans. As soon as I get to Missouri, lots of vacation plans. I mean, lots. But I'll try to narrow it down to like 10 or 20. And then I'm gonna ask. I pulled up if you're gonna vacation in Florida. These are the typical questions that pop up, and I will answer them for you guys. So there we are. All right. So that's what we got on the agenda today. Let me open up the chat. I'm gonna say hello to everybody. Today's thumbnail. I don't know who made this, but someone turned me into Goofy, guys, and they had my eyes like scrunched together like that. I'm smiling. I had the goofy ears with my hat on. So whoever made this thumbnail, thank you so much. I love it. that's why I decided to use it for today's thumbnail. So yeah. Now, this Sunday is June 8th, and I don't know if you guys know this, but it's Ghostbuster Day. Ghostbuster Day. So in honor of Ghostbuster Day, I will have a Ghostbuster thumbnail. We're going to celebrate Ghostbuster Day, and I'm going to watch as many Ghostbuster movies as I can in that day. I will review them for you. Even though I've already reviewed them, I will review them again. There we are. So I'm going to go to the store and get some popcorn for Sunday. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. So I'm looking forward. June 8th. Look it up. It's a holiday. It's Ghostbuster Day. All right, let's open up the chat. There we are. We'll review them again. All right. Let me switch it from top chat to live chat. We got 3 people watching. Let me just drop the link in the Discord. I hope you guys are having a great day. It's been a pretty good day. Pretty good day so far. Not too shabby. It's been a little cloudy out. Yesterday, it rained last night on the way to work. You know, but today it's just been cloudy. So yeah. Yo, Crumbles, what's up? Do a live stream watch of Ghostbusters then for that. I can't, Crumbles, because I'll probably get a copyright strike. Because remember when I tried to watch Star Trek, you know, on my TV, they literally shut the stream down. I'm not kidding. So I can't do that. But I will watch them for you guys and I will review them. I thought about downloading Ghostbusters and doing commentary for you guys and uploading it. I can upload it. I just can't stream it. All right. Let me drop the link in the Discord. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you guys enjoyed Lantern's show, and for many of you guys, I don't know if you guys didn't know, many people saw it, but not every people. I bought Lantern a gift. Well, I didn't buy it. I mailed him a gift. I got him some old comic books that I already read, and I didn't want them anymore. So I got him some old comic books. They were in good condition. They weren't ripped. They weren't torn. And then I gave him the top 10 book. So now, the next person to get this top 10 book, Walter wants this. So the next person I'm going to mail to is Walter for this top 10 book. So whoever wants the top 10 book part 4, claim it now, and then I'll mail it to you. All right. Like I said, let me just drop the link in the Discord. Let's see. Oh, wow. Crumble says, looking forward to it, and cool Hawaiian shirt you're wearing here. Is that guy off The Office, Crumbles? I look nothing like that guy except for him wearing a Hawaiian shirt. But it is a nice Hawaiian shirt, I must say. You know? I look nothing like him, but I do love the Hawaiian shirt that he's wearing. Okay. So, yeah. All right, let me just drop this link in it. I should have dropped it before. I'm sorry. Usually Lantern does it for me, but I can't always rely on Lantern, so I'm going to drop the link myself. Yeah, I don't know who made that, I don't know who made that thumbnail of Goofy, but man, that was some good stuff. That was some good stuff. It's pretty good. All right. Yo, y'all. Hang on. If I could type. I am live, so come and hang out with your buddy Fears. There we are. And let me just call Lantern and tell him I'm live. He could be sleeping. Yo! Lantern.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Pew.
Phew.
Hey, Lantern, how's your day going?
Good. How about yours?
Pretty good, buddy. Work was good, and then I just did some laundry, and I finally got to watch the sequel to Planet of the Apes. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yep, you seen that one? Nice. And then we had a good show. Hey, I'm live right now, so spread the word.
Okay.
So I'll see you in the chat soon, all right?
Alright.
All right. Did you have fun last night?
Yeah. Did you?
I loved it. I had so much fun. Hey, did you like the gift that I sent you?
Yeah, I liked it.
Good, buddy. I'm glad. I'm glad you liked the gift. All right, spread the word, and I'll see you in the chat here soon.
Okay.
All right, shunk.
Shunk.
Shunk. He's great. He is great. All right. So there it is. There it is. All right, cool beans. Nice. All right, and then just one more thing. There we are. There we go. All right, cool beans. Nice. Let's see. We told you how to do it. You just watch it with your headset on and keep the camera on you. I could do that. But, I mean, wouldn't that be boring? Wouldn't that be boring, you know, for you guys? But, I guess I could do that, but yeah. Yo, we got 4 people in the chat. I mean, I would rather review them, but, I mean, if you guys really want me to, I guess I could do that. You know, I could just sit here. I mean, I was just gonna, or, I mean, I could just tilt the camera and just have me laying on the couch, but I'll figure something out. We'll do something. I'll either upload it and give you guys commentary, or I'll put my headphones on. I'll do something. Crumbles, how's your day going? By the way, you lied to me, Crumbles. You are not retired from drawing. I saw some drawings in the Discord. Shame, shame, shame. Anyway, because I would love to have Fears shitting his ass off on the toilet with my Ghostbuster hat on. And if you send that to me, Crumbles, I promise you I will hang it up in my Ghostbuster bathroom. You know, speaking of fan mail, where have you guys been? I want to hear from you. I checked the fan mail today when I was out and about doing errands. No fan mail. And I haven't had any fan mail for weeks. So, I want to hear from you guys. Send me some fan mail. Oh, wait. There we are. 16745 CAGAN's Crossings Boulevard, STE 102B, PMB 40, Claremont, Florida 34714. The wind. Oh, it ripped. I'm going to have to rewrite this because this paper's hanging on by a thread. But yeah, so send me, I don't care what you send me, just send me something, you know? Because I love getting fan mail. I love responding to you guys. I love hearing back from the fans. Hell yeah. All right, so the last thing that we scratched off the list was The Park Is Mine, and I'm just looking for Planet of the Apes, number 2. I don't think that's on here. I don't think so. I just wanted to make sure. No, that's not on here. So yeah, but I got a few more that I'm gonna buy off the list and scratch it off here soon. So I'll let you guys know when I buy those and when I review them. So heck yeah. But drop a like on this, drop a comment, chat whenever you want. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing great. It's a nice day. Finally, the sun's coming out. See how bright it is? Because all day so far, up until 1 minute ago, cloudy. Now I can finally see the sun. It's finally starting to come out. Thank God. Thank God. All right. Well, Crumbles, if you got any suggestions on any new movies that I need to watch, you let me know. Put them in the chat, and I will watch the trailer like always. So if you guys got any suggestions, because I always love doing trailer reactions for you guys. I really do. I really do. But yeah, it's been kind of a quiet day. Work was good. Like I said, we had like 37,000. I came home. I was going to work out today, but I was like, I need some rest. So the next workout is going to be on either Sunday afternoon or Monday. I haven't decided. One of those days. And I'm going to push myself next week to do 4 days. So I'm going to do that. And then, let's see. I came home, had some cereal for breakfast, had some oranges. I haven't had lunch yet. I may just skip it and just munch on these berries. That'll be my lunch. The berries will be my lunch. Oh yeah. And then I'm gonna edit later, and then later on tonight I'm gonna go on Lantern's show like always. So yeah. And then let's see. I went to the pharmacy to get my medicine, and then what else did I do? I went to Goodwill, but there was nothing. Slacking. So I think I'm going to try to go to Goodwill either this Sunday after church or Monday, but nothing. Slacking. I dropped off a bunch of shirts that I didn't want anymore, so I got rid of some shirts. So we'll see. Hopefully next time. Hopefully, they've got some more movies next time. Let's see, what else has been going on? Work's been going good. And then recently, like, Lantern had a great show last night, and then I had 2 great shows back-to-back where I had a whole bunch of, like, friends on. So those 2 were really good, really cool, really awesome, man. It was pretty awesome, pretty cool. So, yep. Anyway, but yeah, things have been going good. And then, man, I cannot wait until my vacation comes. I'm ecstatic. 1, for a couple reasons. 1, to meet my new nephew, because I haven't met him yet. I've just, seen photos. 2, I haven't seen my mom and my dad in a while. And that Emo's Pizza is real. Call my name, my friends. It is. It really is. I don't know where Lantern is. He said he would be in the chat. That jerk better not have fallen asleep again. Hang on. Let me give him a call. Lantern! Lantern!
What?
Where are you in the chat, man?
We're coming.
You're coming? Alright.
Yeah.
I thought you forgot about me.
No.
Alright. Damn! Pew! Alright. Hey, Lantern, great show last night, man.
Uh-huh.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Sweet. Alright, buddy, I'll see you soon. Get in the chat immediately.
Okay.
Alright. Alright. He's on the way. Lantern's a good guy. Lantern's a good dude. Anyway. Alright, well, let's start this live off with a bang. Let's see, what topic should we start with? Let's see here. I'm gonna start with. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got 5 people watching. I'm gonna start with the Florida vacation questions. Here we go. All right. Here we are. So, Florida vacation questions. And I'm only going to write down the answers, but whenever you come here to Florida, yo, what's up, Lantern? Good to see you. He says, hocus pocus presto. Hell yeah, Lantern. So whenever you come here to vacation, there's a lot on your mind. Where to go, what to do, like what hotel we should stay in. Did we bring them enough money? Did we bring suntan lotion? Everything. So yeah. That's right, y'all. What's up, Lantern? Howdy, Lantern. All right now, Lantern. He says, we're here, Fears. Hey, Lantern, can I ask you a question? Is it about hair? I don't know, I swear. Maybe it is about hair. I don't care. There it is. All right. So, first questions. So, number 1. What do I need to know about Florida wildlife when I get here? That it's everywhere. Birds, squirrels, alligators, they're everywhere. So be careful. So animals are everywhere. So just be careful where you step. Number 2. When is hurricane season? Hurricane season is from June 1st. So we're already in it. June 1st to November 30th. So June 1st to November 30th. So I suggest when you hear they have them at all the stores, buy an emergency hurricane kit. They're like $20, just in case. You never know. You never know. We got 7 people watching. Hey, Lantern, thanks for that donation. I really appreciate that, my friend. That's very kind of you. Big shout out to Mr. Lantern. By the way, guys, if you missed Mr. Lantern's show last night, oh my lord, you are missing out. So yeah. Transportation. Where do I go for transportation? Well, there's tons of there's tons of buses around. You can always Uber. You can always rent a car at the MCO. That's the Florida the biggest Florida airport. It's either MCU or MCO. I can't remember what it's called. But you can either rent a car at the airport, or there's tons of dealerships and there's tons of rental car places around here. There we are. So, I would say rent a car or Uber or the bus route. Learn the bus route. There we are. Let's see. All right, what are we on? Number 4. Let me scroll down here. At the rental car places, are child seats available? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Most rental car places do have a child seat. If you need one, they sell them at Walmart too. So child seats usually are available. All right, number 5. Where can I travel into Florida if I'm coming internationally? You can fly internationally from Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Orlando, I believe. I believe those are the 3 major ones. So Miami, Fort Lauderdale. I believe Fort Lauderdale, and Orlando Airport. There we are. Let's see here. Let's see, number 6. How far away is the hotels from the Orlando International Airport? Depends on where you're going, but like I live about probably 40 to 45 minutes away from the airport, and in my town there is hotels galore. So I would say around. It depends on where you stay. Depends on where you're traveling to. There we are. Let's see. I'm just gonna catch up with the chat here. I just want to make sure. There we are. Okay. All right. Next. Let's see. Where should I go in case there's a medical emergency? Depends on where you go, but like there's 2 big hospitals, I believe, in Orlando. So I'm gonna just put those down. 2 big hospitals in Orlando. Then there's a hospital in my town. So I mean, they're all over the place. They really are. They really are all over the place. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. What are the average temperatures in Florida? Anywhere from 89 to 96. Around there. That's usually. So, 89 to 96. So unless the only time it gets cold around here is like at the end of December, all of January is cold, and a little bit of February is cold. But really, I mean, if we're being honest, guys, Florida has got some nice weather. You're almost guaranteed good to have. Of course, you're going to get rain, but the rain really doesn't last. It sprinkles, not every day, but almost every day. But usually by the afternoon, it's dry. We have a lot of nice heat, so it's good. It is good. All right. What beaches are close to Orlando? Daytona, Florida. In Daytona Beach, Florida. So Daytona Beach, Florida, and it's Daytona Beach right there. Randall lives not by the beach. Well, he lives by the beach, but not exactly by the beach. So it usually takes me an hour. Well, without traffic, it takes me an hour. With traffic, you're looking at, from Orlando, an hour and 30 minutes. So Daytona, I'm going to put Daytona Beach. That's the closest one. All right, I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Just give me a second. But just go ahead and study my coffee. I'll be right back. But yeah, bada bing, bada boom. All right, there we are. There we go. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I apologize. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Alright. Sorry about that. Okay. Whew. I feel a lot better, though. Alright, well, let's continue on, shall we? Before I continue on, though, I'm gonna check the chat. Let me see here. Alright, so, Mr. Landern said, shout out to the chat. Thank you for that donation. Howdy, Mr. Coffee. Talk to us, Mr. Coffee. How you doing, Mr. Coffee? You doing good, Mr. Coffee? We're doing good. We're doing good. And then, was that fart in the bathroom? Damn, pew. It was, Lantern. It was. It was a big one. It was definitely a big fart. But yeah. Anyway, we got 7 people watching. I appreciate you guys watching. Sorry about the wait. Let's continue on, shall we? I got a couple more travel questions whenever you go to Florida. These things will help you out. These things will help you out. All right, so where did we leave off? We left off with the number 10. Let's see. Let's see. Where did I leave off? How can I obtain a Florida highway map? They sell them at every major gas station, guys, and at Walmart. So, gas stations and Walmart. Oh yeah. Let's see. Or is water provided at every major theme park? Yes. You're gonna charge it. They're gonna charge you an arm and a leg for the water, though. Anytime you go to a theme park, the food, the water, the merchandise, it's gonna be an arm and a leg. You are allowed to bring in your own water. It just has to be in a sealed water bottle. Buy it from Walmart. You know, great value water. I buy that stuff all the time. Fiji water. Just buy it from the gas station. There you are. But the answer is yes. If you don't want to do that and you just want to get water at the theme park, now granted, you're going to pay an arm and a leg, but you know you can't have it there because water is important when you're vacationing in Florida. You gotta stay hydrated. All right. Let's see. Is there a lot of police in the Orlando area? Yes. So watch your speed because they're ready to hand out tickets. They're all over the place. So number 12 would be yes. So be careful. Let's see here. Let's see what next. I already answered that one. Is it better to drive to Florida or fly to Florida? I would say fly because, you know, it's faster. But if you want to make it a road trip, then take the car. So I would say you can do it both, but I'm going to answer fly. Fly. Okay. Let's see here. Let me scroll down here. For special needs at the park, is there handicap spaces available in all of the Disney World parks and handicap access? Yes. Disney World is really good about taking care of people of all walks of life. So don't you worry about that. So the answer to number 14 is yes. So they have handicap parking spaces. They've got handicap access for if someone has a wheelchair. So that don't worry. They even have areas where if you're handicapped, they let the handicapped people or the special needs people jump to the front of the line. And usually, I never have a problem with it. It's usually other idiots in the park. I'm like, really? They have special needs. They're in a wheelchair. You can wait 5 extra fucking minutes. Let that person and their family jump to the ahead of the line. Don't be a dumb shit. You know? Like have you know, that heart. Show them some heart. Show them some love. Who cares? Let them jump to the front of the line. Who gives a shit? You know? But I've seen people freak out at Disney. What? We've been waiting in this line for half an hour. I'm like, who cares? Do you have special needs? No. Are you in a wheelchair? No. So shut your fucking mouth. Let this nice family go ahead of you. Now, I've never said that to people, but That's what I'm thinking in my mind when I see idiots at the park like freak out. I usually don't care. I'm like, have at it. Jump in front of me. Go for it. You know, because I try to be a nice person. But the answer is yes. All right, number 15. We only got a couple more, and then I'm going to jump to the next topic. Let's see. Lantern says, we heard it loud and clear. We heard it all the way from the living room. Really, Lantern? I mean, I had to go. I'm sorry that you guys had to hear my Crohn's dump, but when you got to go, you got to go. I had to go, buddy. I had to go. I should have went before the show, Lantern, and I tried to go before the show, but I forgot, and I was like, the fans don't care. They know when I need to use the restroom. That's when I need to go. So, yeah. All right. Next question. Are dogs and cats allowed on the beaches? Yes and no. It depends on what beach. If you can take animals. I think at Daytona Beach, the one closest to my house, I have seen dogs. I don't know about cats, but so I'm just going to write down for question number 15. It depends on what beach. Depends on what beach. But I would think yes, you know, because I've seen dogs at Daytona. Like, whenever my family comes in July, the two closest beaches is Daytona Beach, and then if you drive another hour past Daytona, it's either an hour, hour and a half. That's New Smyrna Beach. Hopefully I pronounced that right. If I didn't, I apologize. And I've seen dogs at Daytona, but I don't know if I've seen any animals at New Smyrna. But I would assume, you know, if you're traveling, you know, a dog is a living creature. They're going to get hot. So let them jump in the ocean. Let them go for a swim. You know what I mean? So I would say yes. But you may want to check that out. So, yeah. All right. How can I get information about relocating to Florida? Really, I mean, the internet. I mean, I did my own research. I found this nice apartment complex, but I had a hand in it. My buddy Eric used to stay, not in this apartment, but he stayed in this apartment complex. And so I got word of mouth from what he said. Then I went to the website, secured an apartment, and, you know, went from there. But I would say I would say the internet. The internet. Number 16, the internet. There we are. Okay, let's see. What's next? We only got a couple more, and then I'm going to move on. But yeah, I mean, I tried to cover the main things. Let's see here. Then, once you get here, you have to figure out where to go. You know, like what are you going to do? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? And there's a lot. There's a lot. You've got the Jacksonville Zoo. So I'm just gonna label off just a couple of highlights. So number 17. So Jackson, and I've always wanted to go to the Jacksonville Zoo. I've never gotten a chance, but it's on my to-do list, you know, for a vlog. Jacksonville, Florida Zoo. That's a good one. Then you got Disney. You know, I'm just going to put Disney parks. Disney parks, those are always good. Universal parks. And I'm definitely, at some point, going to go to Epic Universe, guys. At some point. Because I'm either going to go with my family, or I may just go alone, you know, like maybe near my birthday or something, just to treat myself. So instead of going to Disney for my birthday, maybe I'll go to Epic Universe. I've been wanting to go, or I talked to Jeff, and because Jeff, not today, I talked to Jeff sometime this week. I think it was either yesterday or the day before, and he said, hey man, I miss you. You coming to the next show? I was like, I will be at the next show. He was like, have you went to Epic Universe yet? And I was like, not yet. Not yet. But I said, if you want to go together, he's like, well, he goes, I've already took my family. And he goes, well, I said, well, if you want to come with me, buddy, I said, we can do it around my birthday. I said, we can do it maybe before the next show or after the next show. I said, you let me know. So, Universal Parks, Busch Gardens. Busch Gardens is a great one. So, Busch Gardens is a great amusement park. Let's see what else. I mean, those are just some. Cape Coral, that's a good one. Cape Coral, there's a lot of sea life down there. The beaches are fantastic. Tampa, I would say check out Tampa. And the aquarium and that battleship was in Tampa, and you guys have seen both of those in the vlog. Tampa's good. Definitely tour around Orlando. I'm gonna put that down. Orlando sites. There's a lot to do. Let's see, what else? Let me scroll down here. There's like 4 or 5 art museums down in Orlando. Some are for free, some you have to pay. I definitely want to do one of the free ones as a vlog, because you guys know me, I love art. So, art museums. Those are just some. Those are just some. Let's see. Let's see. What else? So those are places to go. Then there's things to do. You got the beach. So things to do. Things to do. You got the beach. You got great food and drink down here. Food and drink. And drink. There's bowling. Tons of museums down here. Museums. Mini golf. I mean, the sky's the limit. Mini golf. All sorts of good stuff, guys. Let's see. What else? You got boating. You got fishing. You can do that. Boating. Fishing. And people fish a lot down here. You got nightlife. You know, the clubs and the bars, so nightlife. There you are. So those are just some things to do. I'm gonna move on now. But yeah, those are just some things that you can do. So hopefully I answered everyone's questions. That was a request to do that. Sean said, "Hey Fears, you would make a great travel agent. You would make a great tour guide because you put on a show every day." And he's like, "Can you tell your fans some fun things to do, answer some Florida questions?" I was like, I will, buddy. I said, that's actually a cool topic. So yeah. All right. So, moving right along. Well, since we're in the spirit of vacation, my vacation is coming up very soon. My vacation is in August. I haven't selected the dates yet, but I told my boss, I'm going to visit my family sometime in August. I can't go until I show my aunt and my uncle and my American cousins around, because they're coming to visit me in July. So I have to wait, kind of be host, show them around, and then in August, once they're gone, then I can go visit my immediate family in August. So a lot of exciting things. But what's some vacation plans that Fears is going to do? Let's see here. Missouri vacation 2025 plans. Oh yeah. First of all, Emo's Pizza. Emo's Pizza. Oh yeah. Emo's Pizza. Take Enzo for a walk. Take Enzo for a walk. He definitely likes, Enzo's like me. I like to explore, but I like my naps. Enzo likes to walk, get some sunshine, and then later on in the afternoon, usually my mom said he's inside his bed, fucking napping away. So do I. So do I. All right, let's see. Slackers. We got to hit Slackers up. My favorite store. Slackers. Vintage Stock. Got to hit Vintage Stock up. That's another one of my favorite stores. Vintage Stock. Get on those Blu-ray gems, motherfucker. That's right. Meet my new nephew, Shelton. So meet new member of the family. Hell yeah. I'm definitely going to vlog it up. Because now that my grandpa was in charge of all the family videos, then once he passed away, it was my dad's responsibility. But I also helped my dad do some of the family videos. Now, unfortunately, now that my dad's passed away, now it's my responsibility to film all the big highlight family events. So the last family events I did was, my brother's wedding reception party, and then the year before I filmed my mom's 70th birthday party, which I still need to upload. I haven't shown you guys yet, but I'm about 5 or 6 vlogs behind. We're almost caught up, I swear. Hang in there. It'll be worth the wait. You guys are going to love the footage. That's why I haven't filmed the new vlog, because I'm getting all this old shit up. So, hang in there. Hang in there, I promise. All right. So, meet new member of the family. Take my mom out to dinner. So, take mom out to dinner. And then number 7, take my whole family out to dinner. Take my whole family out to dinner. Or lunch, whatever, whatever they want. I gotta hit the Arch up. Hit the Arch up. I always try to go there, because that's always some good footage. Arch, ultimate bowling guys night with the guys. So, bowling night. Oh, yeah. Bowling night. Let's see here. White Castle. Gotta hit up White Castle. Let's see what else. Emo's Pizza. Take Enzo for a walk. Slackers. Vintage Stock. Meet my new nephew. Take my mom out to dinner. Take family out to dinner. Oh, go visit my dad. Go visit my dad. So, visit Grandma Fears. And then number 12, visit my dad. And get my grandma and my dad some flowers, for their grave. So visit my dad. Oh, hang out with my buddy Eric, and finally, his nerd cave is complete. So I'm gonna write down, check out Eric's nerd cave, and he sent me a picture. He sent me a photo. I can't wait. He bought a Ghostbusters pinball machine, right? And he was like, "Hey, Fears, you want to play it?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course." I'm like, "Well, oh yeah, no, I don't want to play it." "Of course I want to play it." And he was like, "Well, I was just checking." I said, "Eric, how much do I love Ghostbusters?" He's like, "More than me, Fears." I'm like, "Well, there you go. There you go." I said, "Of course I want to play it." So, Ghostbuster pinball. Ghostbuster pinball. Oh, yeah. The only sucky thing is Eric's very private. I'll ask him. I know he's going to say no. I'll be like, "Eric, I'll give you the camera. You don't even have to be on film." I said, "Eric, film me playing the Ghostbuster pinball." He's not going to let me do it. I know it. He's not going to let me do it. I'll try, though. Because, it doesn't hurt to ask. It does not hurt to ask. So, anyway, Ghostbuster pinball 14. Check out the Nerd Cave. Check out the Nerd Cave. Check out Eric's Nerd Cave. And then Eric claims we're going to a concert. I don't know what concert. He said, "Fears, it's not set in stone. We may go." And I was like, "I'm up for whatever, buddy." I'm like, "You tell me." I'm like, "I'm up for whatever." I'm like, "I just want to hang out with my best friend." So I'm like, "I'm up for whatever." I'm like, "I don't care what the hell we do." Fears is easy-ozy. As long as I get to hang out with my family and my friends, I'm like, I'm down for whatever. Let's do it. I'm down. So, hang out with Eric. Let's see. I think I covered all the basics. So, yeah. All right. All righty. Let's see here. What else? There's not too many people chatting. Well, it is. It's 4 in the afternoon. Probably people are working and stuff. But Crumbles, I appreciate you commenting, and I appreciate Lantern. But we got 7 people watching. People have been in and out because when I was writing down all those questions for the Florida stuff, there was 11 people watching. So I appreciate any and everybody coming. Sorry, my nose is stuffy. I appreciate any and everybody coming and watching. So I appreciate it. So, yeah, dude. Yo, Visions, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Well, Visions, I don't know if you've been watching the whole time, so I will catch you up in case you just got here. So far, we did. If you're vacationing in Florida, I answered some questions like where to go, what to do, stuff like that. And then the second topic was whenever I do go for vacation to Missouri vacation plans 2025. This is what I got so far. Emo's Pizza, take Enzo for a walk. Gosh, my nose is stuffy. Hang on. It's bugging the hell out of me. Sorry about that. All right. Let's see. Lantern says coffee first. Lantern, I already did that, but I'll do it again for you, buddy. In my mug. But coffee first. All right, here we go, Visions. So, Missouri vacation plans 2025. Emo's Pizza. Take Enzo for a walk. Hit up Slackers. Hit up Vintage Stock. Meet my new nephew, Shelton. Take my mom out to dinner. Take the whole family out to dinner. Go to the St. Louis Arch. Ultimate Bowling Guys Night. And then White Castle. Visit Grandma Fears. Visit my dad. Play Ghostbuster Pinball in my buddy Eric's new Nerd Cave. Check out Eric's Nerd Cave. Hang out with Eric, and we may be going to a concert. I don't know what concert. He's like, hey, Fears, you want to go to a concert? And I was like, you know me. I'm easy-ozy, buddy. As long as I get to hang out with my best friend and my family, I don't care what the hell we do. So, yeah. Let's see. Bless you, Fears. Clip it, y'all. Clip it. Why would you want to clip me blowing my nose, Lantern? You're hilarious. Lantern, you're hilarious. Visions, I agree. Vision says LOL. Pretty damn funny. Pretty damn funny. Well, Lantern, I'll do it just for you. Even though I don't have to blow my nose, I will do it so someone can clip it. There you are, buddy. Just for you, Lantern. Just for you. Cheers. There you are. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I kind of hit all the, all the highlights. If I have time, I want to go to the Butterfly House because I haven't been to the Butterfly House and vlog in there in quite a long time. So, Butterfly House. There we are. Oh, wow. Creed is playing in Missouri on August 2nd. You think it's that one? It could be. It could be. Because Eric's like, well, Fears, when are you coming? I said, it has to be in August. I said, because of 2 things. I said, one, I don't want to keep my family waiting and visit them in October, like around my birthday, Because for 2 reasons. One, that's too long, and I miss my family. I want to visit them immediately. And 2, I want to go to Halloween Horror Nights at least one time this year because whenever Eric came last year, I got sick and I couldn't go. So Eric went, and then I had to sleep on the couch because my fucking stomach was killing me. So it could be that one. I haven't told him what what the dates are because I don't know Visions. But Eric was like, hey, Fears, you want to go to a concert? And I was like, I said, Eric, you know me. I said, I'm cool with whatever. I said, we could just hang out at your house and watch some horror movies. We can go bowling. I said, me, you, and Aaron, which is, that's Eric's wife. I said, because I'm friends with Aaron. I said, we can go grab some dinner. I'm like, I don't care what the hell we do, just as long as I get to hang out with you guys. So, because I'm cool like that. I don't care what me and my family do. I don't care what me and my friends do, just as long as I get to hang out with them. I'm cool. So it could be that one, Visions. It could be that one. I told Eric and my mom I would get back to him because I said, well, it has to be in August. I said, because Visions, my mom had no idea that other family members are coming. It's a big surprise. And I finally told my mom, I said, hey, Mom, I said, like Aunt Donna and all the American, not all the American cousins, some of the American cousins are coming to visit me. I said, they haven't been to like Disney in forever. I said, they haven't been out here in a while. My mom's like, no, like your aunt didn't tell me. I said, now you know. And they said, hey, Fears, can you show us around? Like, we haven't been to Florida in a while. And I was like, yeah, of course. So they're coming in July. I'll probably blog a little bit of that, And then I said, Mom, as soon as they leave, I'm coming to visit everybody sometime in August. So we'll see. But I told Eric, I don't care what concert it is. Because last year we did the Steve-O show. And I'll be honest, that show was cool. But really, he didn't tell many jokes. He tells a lot of stories, right? He tells a lot of stories. Then he shows video clips of him doing like the most dumbest shit, like jackass shit. I loved the videos more. The videos more were hilarious. And then I got some footage of him at the end of the show, so it was so worth it because Steve-O made a cameo in my vlog, and you guys thought it was epic, and I was stoked. I was like, oh my god, the fans are gonna go fucking through the roof when they see this footage, and you guys did. Pixel thought it was cool. You thought it was cool, Visions. I was there. I wish I could have got closer. I wish they would have allowed me to get on the stage, but they weren't allowed anyone. But it was hard to get in front of people because everyone was like, oh, Steve, sign this. Steve, take a picture. So I just stood on a chair. I stood on a chair and I zoomed in and he looked right into my camera. I was like, yo, Steve-O, what's up? He looked right at me, at my camera, and he went like that and put his hands up, and I was like, that's good enough for me. I'm like, that's good enough for me. Yo, Michael, what's up? He says, hey, welcome to the Fears podcast. Hope you're doing well. So, yeah. So that was good enough for me, but we'll see. We'll see, buddy. And then I just watched, before this stream, I watched Adam the Woo, and my friend Robbie is with Adam the Woo right now, and I texted him. I've met Robbie at Jeff's shows, and Robbie, I know Adam the Woo, and we haven't hung out yet in a vlog, and I said, Adam, anytime you want to vlog together, you let me know. And he's like, oh, I definitely will, Fears. He goes, you're a cool guy. I did give him my number, and he doesn't give his number out. He goes, Fears, if I text you, then you'll get my number. And I went, okay, cool. So I'm waiting to hang out with Adam at some point. But Robbie is such a cool guy. So the guy with like the brown hair and the glasses, Robbie Retro, check him out on YouTube and on Instagram and all that. I'm good friends with him. I texted him. I said, hey, man. I said, I saw, he doesn't vlog, but he's a good personal friend of Adam's. He was vlogging. They're in Astoria right now for the 40th, whatever. It's either the 30th, 40th anniversary of Goonies, and they're vlogging away. They went to the Short Circuit house, the greenhouse, where Johnny like disassembles that girl's idiot boyfriend, and he goes, how can he do that? And he's like trying to shoot the rifle at the robot. And then they went to the jail where the Fratellis like escape, and he's like, I don't have the handle, open the lock, and all that. So I texted him and said, hey, Robbie, I said, I'm watching the vlog right now, and they're always a vlog ahead. So I said, I watched the Goonies one. And then they went to Astoria's Video Horizons, you know? So yeah, it was Video Horizons or something. So there's an old like video store, and they went to that. And I was like, oh God, I'm like, Robbie, I'm so jealous. And he's like, Fears, he's like, if I would have known you're a big Goonies fan, I said, yeah, I said, of course. He goes, I would have invited you. He goes, but he goes, I'm not really the person to invite. He goes, Adam invited me. And I said, yeah, man. I said, I would never invite myself. I said, I would never invite myself. And he goes, well, Fears, hopefully you get to vlog, like be in a vlog with Adam one day. And I said, I would love to. I said, I kind of already have. And he goes, oh yeah? He goes, which one? I said, I don't remember what Super RetroCon it was, but I said, Adam was filming like this. I walked in the frame. I didn't even know he was filming until I looked up. And then he said, everybody give a shout out. We're at Super RetroCon. And then I looked up and I went, yo! And then it like cut to the next scene or some shit. And Robbie's like, oh, so you already made a vlog? I said, yeah. I said for like 5 seconds, but I said, that was good enough for me. And he's like, well, Fears, you never know. He goes, Adam's always busy. He goes, I'm lucky that he invited me. I said, yeah, man. I said, dude, you have a good time. So if you guys haven't checked out that vlog, it's one of Adam the Woo's past vlogs. And he's probably got a new one up today. So I'm going to, after this stream and before I go on Lantern's show tonight, I'm going to find out what Robbie Retro and Adam are doing. But I'm good friends with Robbie Retro. He comes to not every single one of Jeff's shows, but almost every one of Jeff's shows. So, and me and Robbie have hung out tons of times. You guys have probably seen him. He's got a wife and a kid. He's got blondish brown hair. He's like 6'1". And he's got his shades on. And he's like, yo, Fears. He's been in a Fears vlogs at least 5 or 6 times. Adam's been in one of my vlogs, and then I got to interview him. So Adam's been in 2 of my videos. Robbie's at least been in 5 or 6 vlogs. So I said, hey, man, I said, dude, I said, you guys have a good time, but I'm so jealous I'm not there right now. And I said, oh, one day. Because Visions, I didn't tell him your name. I said, hey, Robbie, I said, I've got a friend that lives not in Astoria, but like 15 to 20 minutes away. I said, he lives so damn close. It's like he lives in Astoria. I said, one day, I said, I'm going to go visit my buddy. I said, and we're going to hit up all the Kindergarten Cop. That's another place they went. I said, we're going to hit up Kindergarten Cop. We're going to hit up the Short Circuit place. I said, we're going to hit up all the Goonie locations. And he goes, oh, you got a friend that lives close by? I said, oh, yeah. I said, I'm going to hang out with him and his girlfriend. And I said, so one day, buddy, I'll get to see. And then Vision Scout's honor, and I'm not lying, he texted me and he said, hey, Fears, please tell me you're going to recreate the scene. I said, I don't know if my buddy's going to be in it, but I said, I'm going to recreate it. I said, you may see my friend's hand, jiggling the lock or whatever. But I said, if my friend wants to be in the scene, he's more than welcome. Because I've told Robbie, that's my favorite scene. I don't have the handle. Open the lock. And he's like, oh, Fears, you have to. I said, it's happening. I said, I'm doing it. I said, it's happening. It's a must. It has to happen. Let's see. Vision says, yeah, I saw someone share some photos of Feldman. He got there Wednesday, I think. Oh, nice. You think you're going to go check it out, Visions? You think you're going to go check out that, what is it, 40 years? Hang on, let me look it up. It's either 30 or 40 years. Visions, if I lived that close by, I would definitely go check it out, buddy. Because there's supposed to be a big, celebration, a big party and shit. So, yeah. How many years has the Goonies been out? Let's see. Goonies been out. I think it's 40. Yeah, I was right. It says the Goonies arrived in theaters on June 7th, 1985, 40 years ago this weekend. It's often mistakenly called a cult film. I mean, I would consider it a cult film, but the Goonies has actually a sizable mainstream. Yeah, but even though it has a big mainstream, it's still a cult classic, like Predator is a cult classic. Escape from New York is a cult classic. Fucking Ghostbusters is a cult classic. Anyway, it says it was the 7th movie of the 1985 at the box office, behind Witness and ahead of Police Academy 2. Oh, there you go. Nice. I didn't know that. That's cool. And then it says other films that have filmed in Astoria are Kindergarten Cop, certain television shows. I wonder how many people have filmed in Astoria. Probably a lot, because it's a big filming location. So yeah, that's cool. Well, Adam the Woo, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of my buddy Adam the Woo and my good friend Robbie Retro. Check him out. Robbie Retro, he doesn't really vlog, but man, he uploads some crazy shit on his Instagram. Visions, you thought I love retro shit? Robbie blows me out of the water, man. Oh my lord, oh my lord, oh my lord. Anyway, let's move on, shall we? All right, here we go. Let's see, what's next? Big shout out to all the fans. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome, Michael, everybody. He's brand new. Let's check out his. Does he have any content on his channel? Let's see. Oh, a little bit. He's got a little bit of content. A lot of video game stuff, Michael. Nice. A lot of video games, and then I guess him and his family went to Chuck E. Cheese. There you go. I remember going to Chuck E. Cheese when I was a kid. Well, welcome, Michael. Welcome. There we are. Let's see. Mr. Lantern, 1986. Is that when you were born, Lantern? 1986? Hell yeah, Lantern. So Lantern's an 80s kid. I'm an 80s kid. Visions, were you born in the 80s? Or were you born in the 90s? Let me know. Fierce was born 1983, bitches. And then my favorite movie. It was filmed in 83. And it came out in 84. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's do a movie review, shall we? Let's start with The Count of Monte Cristo. There we are. Now, this is the remake. They made this in, when did they make this? Because the old one was filmed in black and white. So this is the remake. I just don't know when they filmed this. It stars Guy Pearce, and it stars Jim Cavell, the guy that played Jesus. So heck yeah, that's a nice role to have under your film belt. He played Jesus Christ. There you are. It doesn't really say when this movie was made. I'm looking for the date. I mean the year, not the date, the year. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's continue on. The Count of Monte Cristo. Now, my review is going to be subjective because I've never seen the original. I'm sure the original, the black and white one, is 10 times better. But I actually do like this one. So, yeah. So, The Count of Monte Cristo. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Cristo. I'm going to give it a 9.2 out of 10. It's pretty good. I highly recommend it. It's all three. Sometimes it's funny, so a little bit of comedy, lots of action, a drama, a love story. So it's all that. It's action, adventure, a drama, a love story, somewhat comedic. So it's all four of those. So yeah. So action, drama, adventure, and comedy. A bit. There's a bit of comedy. There's not a lot, but there's a little bit. Let's see here. Great actors. Great actors in it. It is a remake. It's a remake. Let's see, my two favorite scenes are, let's see, what else? Let's see, probably when they find the treasure, you know, because that's a high point, you know. So the treasure scene, and then probably when his best friend his best friend betrays him, and at the end of the film, they have a sword fight to the death. Their sword fight is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. I'm not going to tell you who wins or who loses, because in case you want to watch it, I don't want to ruin the film for anyone. So, the sword fight. There you are. Oh. There you are. Okay. So yeah, those are my notes for it. Definitely check it out. If you want to, let me know what you think. And hell yeah. So Visions, do you think you're going to go check out all that Goonies stuff this weekend? Or you think you're going to pass? I'm just curious. I was just wondering. Just wondering. If I was there, I would totally check it out. That's just me. That's just me. I can't wait for Adam's new vlog to see where they go next. Because, man, yesterday's vlog, I was like, oh shit, my friend Robbie Retro, and I texted my friend Robbie, I was like, dude, Robbie, I said, how's the Goonie shit? How's hanging out with Adam the Woo? He's like, oh, fierce. He goes, we're having a blast. I said, well, hey man, I said, have fun. I said, and tell Adam I said hi. And he says, oh, I definitely will, Fierce. I said, I'll definitely let him know. And then all of a sudden I got a text saying, hey, Fierce, Adam says hi and says, hope all was well. And I said, oh, thanks. Tell him I appreciate that. So that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. Let's, finally, I got to watch the sequel, Beneath Planet of the Apes. So good. Now, Amazon, I got a bone to pick. Check this out, Visions. Look at all this. I get it. The disc works. I don't know what the hell Amazon did to it. Look at all that tape right there. I don't know if you can see the tape. There was a crack up here, so I had to put tape here. Look, I had to put tape right here because it was cracked there. I don't know if you can see the tape right there. Then I had to put tape here because look, it's cracked there. So I'm like, dude. And I bought it new. I didn't buy it used. I bought it new. And they gave me this shit. I'm like, it's all cracked. So I'm not going to buy a new one because there's nothing wrong with the movie. I just taped up the Blu-ray. So yeah. Anyway. So it didn't start off on a good note, but at least the movie was fan-fucking-tastic. So in a couple of weeks, because I liked this one so much, I'm going to the next one's called Escape from the Planet of the Apes. Hell yeah. Let's see. Vision says, probably not. It's like visiting Astoria with 10,000 plus tourists. Oh, yeah. That makes a lot of sense, Visions. Yeah. Like, whenever I come, it'll be great because it won't be on, like, the Goonies anniversary. So, whenever we hang out and do all that Goonies shit, we can, like, come and go as we please and not have to be walking around like this, like, bumping into people's shoulders. So, that's a good move, buddy. That's a good move. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So it's cool that Adam and my buddy Robbie went there. It is. Like, trust me. Don't get me wrong. It is cool. But I would rather go just me and you, or if you want to bring your girlfriend or whoever, and we're not, like, bumping into people, and we can come and go as we please, and not have to worry about a million fucking tourists like, yo, it's Fears! Like, going fucking nuts and going fucking ballistic. So, good point, my friend. All right. Here we go. So, Beneath Planet of the Apes. Now, Banjo said he likes this one better than the original. Banjo, nothing against you. I love the first one. The first one I think is way better. But this one definitely holds a candle to the first one. I mean, I loved it. I loved Beneath Planet of the Apes. It was good. Definitely good. So, I'm going to write down, let's see, Beneath Planet of the Apes. And I'm going to give it a I'm going to give it a 9.8 out of 10. So 9.8 out of 10. Lots of action. Suspenseful. They introduce a new character. You meet Brent, and Brent is sent forward in time to retrieve Taylor. But just like Taylor, Brent gets attacked by the apes, and his ship crash lands, so there's no way for him to get back. So like Taylor, he has to fend for himself and find food and shelter and water while trying to find Taylor. And Charlton Heston disappears at the beginning of the film and reappears at the end because he really didn't want to do a sequel, but the movie franchise was begging him, and he said, I'll do it as long as I can only appear in the front of the film and at the end, kill my character off. So he will not be returning for part 3. As much as I love his character, it kind of sucks that his character gets killed. So I hope I didn't ruin it for anyone in case anyone wants to watch it. But so action, suspenseful. Taylor dies. But it's an honorable death. Honorable death. I'm not going to tell you how it ends because there's a surprise twist ending. So twist ending. Let's see what else. There's a little bit more comedy in the sequel than in the first one, so a bit more comedic. Not much. I mean, there's a little bit more. So yeah. All right. My 2 favorite scenes. Probably the surprise ending. The surprise ending's pretty epic because I didn't expect it. So surprise ending. It's not my favorite scene. It's probably my second favorite scene. Surprise ending. And then my favorite scene probably, let's see here. Probably when Brent and Nova, they're in this carriage and they stripped all their clothes off, so they're just wearing like rags, like just rags, and they're in this carriage, and the ape is like, the reins. He's got the reins for the horses, and they're in the carriage, and Brent finds a way to unlock the cage, and he gets out, and he has a fight scene with the ape on top of the carriage, and then the ape gets knocked off the carriage because he's real tall, and then a tree branch hits him in the chest. He goes flying off the carriage, and then Brent grabs the reins and saves the day. So the wagon carriage fight scene is probably my favorite scene because there's a lot of action in a very little bit amount of time, and it's real quick. It's not a long fight, but it's a good fight because I was like, oh shit, he found a way out of the cage. Hell yeah, what next? So yeah. So wagon carriage fight scene. Oh yeah. That's a good one. And then also my last bit of notes are you get to find out more of the setting. So Planet of the Apes 1 and 2, it takes place on Earth but in New York City because at the end of the first one, Charlton Heston's character's like, no! Damn you! Damn you! And he sees, and the surprise ending is he sees what's left of the Statue of Liberty. Well, in this one, you get to see the New York Public Library, the New York Cathedral, New York subway systems, what's left of it. So I'm going to write down, see more of the ruins of New York City. And then the rest of it is like desert wasteland and the Forbidden Zone. So yeah. More deserts. More Forbidden Zone. By the way, Visions, I know you've been busy working, but when you get a chance, you have got to watch Forbidden Planet. Forbidden Planet is fucking great. It's old. It's old, buddy. You know, from the 50s, but so good. So good. It's genius. Genius. So good. So good. So whenever you get a chance, watch that. And like I said, I highly recommend 1 and 2. This is the remake. The remake, it's all right. I enjoyed the remake, but definitely 1, definitely 2. I cannot wait to get part 3. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. There we are. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. All right. I'm going to go use the restroom. 2 minutes. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. So, you know what? Since I just finished Planet of the Apes, you guys just go ahead and study Beneath Planet of the Apes. Dun, dun, dun. I'll be right back. I will be right back. There you are. All right. There we are. I'm back. Oh, damn. Lantern's going nuts in the chat. Damn. Lantern says, well, howdy, movie. Talk to us, movie. What's up, movie? Hell yeah, Lantern. Way to go. Way to hold down the fort, my friend. Way to hold down the fort. All right. Oh, yeah. All righty. Let's see here. That's good that you're doing good, movie. Oh, hell yeah. Well, I was going to review this, but I'm getting a little tired and I want to get something to eat. So I'm going to save this for tomorrow. So tomorrow we're definitely going to give this a review. So yeah, so I'm going to take off for now because that's a good place to stop, my friends. So that's all for today. But because we've been going for about an hour and 25 minutes. But I will see you guys later on tonight in Lantern's epic show. By the way, if you haven't checked out Mr. Lantern, be sure to give him a like, comment, and subscribe. We had a hell of a show yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Cheers to the fans. And I'm going to take off. But I'll see you guys later on tonight in Lantern's show. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mr. Lantern on YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe to the Sega Camp Gamer and Werecamp on YouTube. Follow the Sega Camp Gamer 22 on Twitch. Follow Fears. Lord Fears, the host with the most, FearsMan26, and my second channel, Fears Vlogs, the one that you're watching right now. And this is Fears, signing off. Peace, deuces, and I'll see you guys later. Shunk!